This is the A2 folding electric bike, and when you look at it, what really catches my eye right away is the solid step-through frame and the chunky 20-inch fat tires. I remember the first time I unfolded it in my driveway. I was actually expecting something a little bulkier to handle, but to my surprise, it felt compact and pretty manageable, even with the fat tires. That's one of those small wins that makes a big difference if you live in an apartment or want to throw the bike into your trunk or SUV. The folding mechanism really is smooth, and from my experience, it doesn't take more than a few seconds once you get the hang of it. From my first ride, the thing you notice immediately is the boost from the 750-watt brushless motor. I've never ridden a folding e-bike with this much punch behind it before, especially one designed for both city commutes and a bit of off-roading. If you're new to e-bikes, that 750-watt basically means you get solid acceleration and the ability to climb steep hills without much effort. It's rated for up to 28 miles per hour, which honestly feels plenty fast when you're weaving through neighborhood streets or out on a path. For someone like me who values versatility in a bike, it's nice to know it's not going to slow down when I really need it to keep up. Key features for me are definitely the powerful 48 volts removable battery and the fat 3.0-inch tires. The battery claims up to 62 miles of range, but in my day-to-day use, especially running through a few different assist modes and using throttle here and there, I'd say I get closer to 50 to 55 miles. Still, that's a full week of commuting for a lot of people without needing to recharge. The fact that you can just pop the battery off for charging is super convenient, especially since I don't have a garage and usually lug it inside my apartment at the end of the day. The fat tires are worth calling out. At first, I was worried they might feel heavy or slow, but what I actually noticed was how stable the ride was. These tires grip well even on uneven surfaces like grass, gravel, and dirt. That makes the A2 perfect for city riding, but also for cutting through parks or handling rougher trails if you're up for it. With the front fork suspension, most bumps in the road just get absorbed. In my opinion, it's one of the more comfortable rides I've had on any e-bike. Still, I have to be honest. The ride is a little firm when you hit bigger potholes or rough city streets. The suspension helps, but don't expect a totally cushy experience like a car. Another thing I like is the easy-to-read LCD screen. It's nothing fancy, but it's intuitive, showing you speed, battery level, and assist mode. There's a slight flicker under camera flash, but you won't notice it out riding. I found it helpful that you can control the pedal assist with buttons near your left hand, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. I mostly use 3 out of the 5 levels. It's nice to have that flexibility when you want to conserve battery or just cruise. If you're like me and appreciate simple gear shifting, you'll enjoy the 7-speed shifter. It's pretty classic, using a thumb lever on the handlebars. I had some hesitation at first because a few folding e-bikes only offer single speed, which can be limiting for hills or longer rides. Here, the 7-speed setup really helps, especially in manual mode if you want to save battery and pedal more. One thing I was skeptical about was the overall weight. This is not a super light folding bike. It's built sturdy to hold up to 350 pounds, including rider and cargo. That's awesome for carrying groceries on the rear rack or giving you peace of mind about frame durability. But I'll admit, carrying the A2 up a flight of stairs isn't easy. For me, if you're considering this for public transportation, or if you need to carry it up and down stairs every day, you'll want to think about your routine. The brakes are 180mm mechanical discs, which means you get reliable stopping power even in wet conditions. I had a few moments in the rain when I needed to stop quickly, and it was no problem. Still, they're not hydraulic like those on some higher-end models, but from my experience, they do a solid job for the price range. Let's talk about safety a minute. Riding at night is a big part of city commuting for me, and having integrated LED front and rear lights, plus reflectors and turn signals, gives me way more confidence. The turn signals are a nice touch I haven't seen on other folding e-bikes, and combined with the low step-through design, I think it's perfect for a wide range of riders. I'm 6'3", and my friend, who's only 5'4", both felt comfortable adjusting the seat and handlebars, so that versatility is a huge plus. I also want to mention the details I didn't expect. Things like the comfortable palm rest grips, the integrated bell for safety, and the overall finish of the bike. Mine is glossy black and just looks sharp, especially after a quick wipe down post-ride. Most of the assembly was done out of the box, and adding pedals and adjusting the seat was about all I needed before rolling out. If you're new to e-bikes, let me break down a couple of the technical terms you'll see. Pedal assist means the motor helps you out when you pedal, and you can usually choose how much help you get. Throttle is like a mini motorcycle. Just twist or push and go. No pedaling needed. The A2 has both, and I tend to use the throttle when I'm tired or just want to cruise up a hill without breaking a sweat. From my experience, maintenance is simple. The drivetrain uses traditional chain and gears, which makes finding replacement parts or doing basic fixes a lot easier than with fancier belt drives. I do wish mudguards and cargo racks were standard rather than sold as extras, because you'll probably want to add those eventually. Also, because the bike is heavier than some other folding e-bikes, it's a bit of a chore if you need to lift it often, just something to factor in for your daily use. Who would I recommend this for? Anyone looking for a reliable, versatile commuter, especially if you want the convenience of folding and need real power to tackle hills. If you want something you can use for both city commutes and the occasional off-road adventure, this covers both. It's perfect for people with limited space at home or who need to bring their bike on a train or in a car, as long as carrying a slightly heavier bike isn't a deal breaker. In conclusion, the A2 folding electric bike strikes a great balance between power, comfort, and practicality. It's well made, has a strong motor and battery, and folds easily enough for everyday use. I'd say it holds its own against a lot of pricier e-bikes. For the price, it delivers more than I expected, with thoughtful features and a solid, fun riding experience. The only things to keep in mind are the weight and the few accessories that might cost a bit extra if you want the full setup. That's my quick review of the A2 folding electric bike. If you found this video helpful or want to see more real-world e-bike reviews, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment with your questions or share your own experience. Thank you for watching.